The most terrifying thing Jesus said, that we misunderstand. Matthew 7 explained narrator. There is a teaching that keeps coming back, centering on perhaps the most terrifying words Jesus ever spoke. It is the verse that haunts the back of many believers' minds. Jesus said, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven." This passage brings us to a frightening precipice. It suggests a reality where you can call Jesus Lord and still not make it. It suggests you can be religious, you can look the part and still hear him say, "Depart from me." But is that really what Jesus meant? Or have we missed the key to the entire passage? If the gospel is truly about justification by faith, and if Jesus promised that his sheep would never perish, how do we reconcile this? We have to look closer at what he actually said. He warns that many will come to him in that day. They will list their resume. They will say, "Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, cast out demons in your name, done many wonders in your name?" And then he will declare to them, "I never knew you." Notice the tense. He doesn't say, "I knew you once, but you messed up." He doesn't say, "I don't know you anymore." He says, "I never knew you." This is the first key. These are people who were never born again. Once the Lord knows us, we are his. But the people in this verse, they are strangers. They are trusting in their performance, not a relationship. You see, the scripture says, "Many will say to me in that day." What is that day? It is the day Jesus returns. And scripture tells us he is not coming back as the sacrificial lamb to be mocked. He is coming back as the lion to set the earth right. In that day, righteousness will reign. No more injustice, no more suffering. When he returns, all dominion, all empires, and all kingdoms will fall before him. In that moment, every knee will bow. Even those who hated him, even the rulers who mocked him, when they see his glory, they will scream, "Lord, Lord," out of terror, not love. They will try to justify themselves. They will say, "We did a lot of good things. We did things in God's name." But they were doing their own will. They thought they were serving God, but they were practicing lawlessness because they never knew him. Sadly, I have seen people use this verse to control others. They stand behind pulpits and say, "You must do the will of the Father to be saved." But they never tell you what that will actually is. They leave you on a shaky foundation, thinking your salvation depends on your behavior or how hard you work. But if you want to know the will of the Father, you don't need to guess. Jesus defines it himself. In John 6:40, Jesus says, "And this is the will of him who sent me, that everyone who sees the Son and believes in him may have everlasting life." That is the will of the Father. It isn't a checklist of works. It isn't being perfect. The will of the Father is that you believe in the Son. Those who are rejected in Matthew 7 are the many who stand on their own works. But those who are accepted are the sheep who stand on his grace. There is no compromise when it comes to the gospel. It is a gospel of grace and peace. If you have trusted in Jesus, you are doing the will of the Father, and he will never say, "I never knew you."